Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the BillyJoe Podcast. I'm your host, Joe.
And I'm Billy.
Welcome to another one.
Oh,
Billy, how good is it?
Mate, still going, Joey.
We are.
Still going, bro.
But 80, you said it like you're surprised.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't know.
But
People might be surprised. There might be
still
some people that might be surprised we're still going.
Well, look, we were just saying before, there's probably people waiting for that episode not to drop.
But we're dropping.
But, mate, we're here. We're dropping.
Here for the long haul, bro.
Absolutely we are. Guys, awesome to have you back with us for another episode. You're going to like this one. This gentleman from the area, I would call him a tyrant in the real estate industry. This man is our new Monopoly man. He goes by the name of Karem Lakiss.
Good pronunciation.
Hey,
Yeah.
It just shows how long I've known you.
That's right.
How you been?
I'm well. How are you?
Good.
Tyrant, eh?
Tyrant.
I like that one,
I
bro.
don't know how I feel about that, but okay.
It's good. It's good.
Why? That's not bad.
I don't know. I feel like tyrant has like a negative connotation. Does it?
No, see, but it depends on which way you're coming
Yeah,
from.
it depends on the context, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mogul.
So
Mogul.
So I was coming from the mogul sort of.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I like it.
But yeah,
I like it.
Tyrant, bro. You're the king of Belmore. I like to think.
The Prince of Belfield.
The Prince of Belfield. There's a few names flying around.
Listen, off the cuff early on, you're going to realize I'm very bad with anything positive or compliments. I don't receive them well.
Hey,
Take it.
And let me just none of those titles are self-proclaimed, yeah. So
this is.
I don't preach them. People give them to me, but I don't. It's not me going out there. I'm labeling myself any of them.
Own it, brother. Own it.
100%.
Hey, look, God is good, and we're blessed, and
Amen.
it is what it is.
As lifelong friends, and we've known each other since primary school.
Yes, we have.
Our mums were very good friends
Yes.
growing up. I went to the same primary school. I was very close with your brother Anthony.
Yeah.
I just want to get it out there, just say how proud I am of you, bro.
Oh, thank you, bro. Very much.
I love seeing boys from the area, especially boys that I grew up with, kicking goals and doing good things.
Yeah, as do I, man. Like it's always nice and refreshing and uplifting when you see people you grew up with or from our culture and where we grew up and the circumstances we grew up in.
Yeah.
Not to say we're in the ghetto or anything like that, but we all grew up in Punchbowl and
Not easy.
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't easy for sure. And yeah, like I said, man, we're very grateful. Always wake up every day. We wake up and we're blessed that we're here, we're breathing, we've got a roof over our head, we can put food on the table and
Amen.
get by.
Amen.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Sure.
Well, before we kick off, because I know Bill's going to kick this off for us, I got a quick story for you. And this one's going to blow you out of the water.
Here we go.
Right? So I don't know if you remember. First of all, Dan, can you throw that photo up? I want to show you something. I've pinched it off your social media. So you don't even know I've got this.
Oh my God.
So there's a Lexus IS 200.
Sex pack.
Hey,
Sex pack.
Oh my God.
what that car?
Fuck, I missed that car.
What memories does that car give you?
Wow, the nostalgia right now is out of control. Look how clean it was. I don't
Hey.
think it was ever that clean in its life.
Did you forget about that photo?
I don't know. My front yard doesn't. I'm still at that same address right now because I know that driveway. See the little trees in the background? They're about 30 meters tall right now.
Oh, wow.
To put it into perspective as to how long ago that photo was
Wow.
taken. The bike is long gone.
So that was your first car?
Not my official first car, but that was my first nice car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the car when I bought it. I was in my feels. I
Okay.
thought I was.
King.
I thought I was like, I'm the man. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling myself when I got that car.
All right, so
I was 18 years old, man. Like far out.
So let me tell you. So I was 15 years old,
Okay.
and I used to work. Remember the story I told you when I worked at Video Easy
The one where your dad
in Cholora
Where your
before
dad-
my dad came and reefed me out.
off the counter, yeah?
Yeah. So Karem used to be good mates with a gentleman by the name of John Farah, and I used to work with John at Video Easy.
Yes.
And Karem used to come and park his car right in front, no stopping, right? Right? Used to come and he had yellow and black number plates, My Success. Is that right?
Yeah, but the funny thing was the way it was spelt was MYSEXS.
Like Lexus?
Yeah, but SES, so My Sex S.
Yeah.
I never forget this. I went to register at the RTA and I filled out the form. Back then you had to go to the RTA and fill out the form.
Yeah.
The lady looked at behind the counter and she goes, I'm not going to register this. I go, what do you mean? goes, I think it's offensive. I go, well, you can't say that. She goes, well, I'm not registering it. So then I went home and jumped on the internet back then, early days of the internet, and I registered it online and I got the plates.
Pulled through.
Oh, wow.
But I copped so much shit for that plate.
Well,
No one could read it. It was supposed to spell out my success.
Yeah.
But everyone just kept saying it was my sexist.
Ah. Okay.
oh, well.
And it was. It didn't last very long. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Well, he'd rock up, and as a 15-year-old, I used to see this Lexus IS 200 like it was fucking like a Lambo.
Yeah.
I fell in love with it, bro. And every time he'd come, every shift I had, I'm like, fuck. You know, is Karem coming? I just wanted to just gaze on it.
I was like that with VL turbos.
Bro.
I was like that same.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was like, anyway, sorry, continue. Yeah.
But let me tell you, did you ever own one? Did you ever get a hold of a VL?
Me and my mates chipped in year 10.
Yeah.
Paid about $250 each. Or only worth about $2,000 back then, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, I don't like talking about it.
Imagine you held on to that. Yeah,
No, bro. I'm not gonna say it, bro. I might get fucking pinned. But yeah, we had a lot of memories looking at that car.
Yeah, well.
Looking at it.
Well, bro,
Yeah. Anyway.
that was when I first saw Karem in this car.
Yeah.
That's when I said to myself, one day I'm going to have a Lexus.
Oh my God, that's the funniest ever. Wow.
And you know what, Karem? I pulled it off.
You got
Yeah,
one?
I got one.
Yeah. So FYI, in case people don't know, Wiley said we've known each other for a long time. The reality is, we probably haven't seen or conversed with each other in
Since
30 years.
Video Easy
Yeah,
days.
Video Easy Days. Yeah,
Yeah.
easily.
And even then, it was like, it wasn't best mates. Like,
Yeah.
we knew we grew up together.
Yeah.
It's the boys from the area that know
But
each
like-
other. Yeah.
Yeah.
But sorry, he's 18. I was 15.
Yeah.
Now, as a 40 and a 43-year-old, we call ourselves same generation.
Correct.
Go out for drinks and dinner.
Yeah.
We can be on the same page. But when he's 18 and I'm 15, you're looking at me like a little kid.
They're the big boys.
100%.
Yeah, they're the big boys.
Big boys.
Yeah.
So that's why it was just like a brush off, hey, Joe, how are you? And moving on, because he's got big boy things to do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, he looking
Hanging out
at
at Video Easy.
Well, mate, I looked up to him and this car. I'm like, I'm built one day. I'm gonna have one. And at the age of 19 years old, I landed my first ever car was a Lexus IS 200.
What a car, bro.
And forever, and he said we haven't spoken to each other in 30 years. Every day I had that car, I thought of him.
Wow.
Every day, Karem.
Wow.
And looking back at it now, for 4 years, I was manifesting this shit.
Yeah.
I was thinking, bro, I set my sights on it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But at 15 and 19, you don't look at something as manifestation. You don't look at something as I've put all my energy and my thoughts into this and I'm going to make it happen. But you know what? That's exactly what I did.
Yep.
And it just proves 20 odd years ago, nothing's changed. If you put your mind to something, you can get it. Now, I get it. But then it was a $35,000 car.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
At the time.
When you bought it? Yeah.
When I bought it.
Yeah.
A $30,000, $35,000
Yeah,
car.
quite
Like,
cheap.
bro, at 19,
Big money.
that's a fucking feat.
That's
Hey, there's
huge.
big money now for some people.
That's huge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But anyways, I thought I'd get that one out of the way.
That's hilarious. I haven't seen that photo. You must have dug deep into the archives
Very
for that one.
deep. It was like your second photo or something.
Jeez, like that's circa 2014, easily.
Yeah,
Not
wow.
mine, 2014. Yeah. Shit. All right.
William.
Apart from being a Lexus influencer in the area of Punchbowl, for all our listeners that don't know your story, know anything about your background, tell us everything from the start, where you were born, where you grew up, where you went to school, and all that sort of stuff, and pretty much how you progressed through your adolescent years.
Yeah, so born in Punchbowl.
Yeah.
Proud Punchbowl boy. My whole family, mum and dad, got married, moved into this house in Punchbowl. I was going to say the address, but I better not because we don't own it anymore. Raised 5 kids there, 3 sisters, 1 younger brother. Went to school at St. Jerome's first, which was like 2 streets away.
Yeah.
And then on to St. John's, Lakemba, which is now Holy Spirit. And then on to Benil Bankstown.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's like early childhood. So born and bred in the area with all the boys, all the fellas out there.
What was it like with the boys, bro? Was it like, were you into footy? What were you like hobbies?
Oh, I loved footy. I loved footy. So my biggest regret, not me personally, like what it is, it's not my fault, is I used to play for St. John's Eagles and I was a dummy half and I was a small kid when I was small. Like even now I'm not the biggest bloke in the world, but I didn't probably start getting taller till I was probably in like year 9 or 10, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was always known as a short kid in school.
Yeah.
But I'd like to think I was a good dummy half.
Yeah, man.
I had courage. So I'd get in, I'd zip it, I was quick, and I wasn't scared to tackle. And I loved playing league. And then I'll never forget where Hammondville Oval back in the day.
Moorebank.
Yeah, maybe.
Moorebank Rams.
And then me and my brother were playing. Mum and Dad come to...
I'll tell you later.
But, all right, don't.
Okay.
Mum and Dad come to pick me up after the game, and some guy had his teeth knocked out during the game.
Yep.
And my mum came and she saw the ambulance there and
Oh no.
whatever. And then from that point on, she goes, no more football. She called the coach. Nah, she called the school because I was playing. I don't remember what they call it now. Back in the school, I was in the rep teams. Yeah, I don't remember.
Commonwealth Bank Cup.
Maybe whatever.
Yeah.
And she yanked me out of everything. I remember the coach was calling the home phone because no mobiles back then.
Yeah.
Please, Suzanne, let him play. I'll pick him. I'll look after him, please. Nah. So
you're solid.
my footy career was done and dusted then as a player.
Wow.
But I'm an avid sports guy. I'm a sports freak. Anyone that
Who
knows
do you go for?
come on, bro.
St. George. Dogs,
I
yeah.
don't want to swear, but 8 of that team.
My man. Nah, it's awesome, bro.
All white, bro. Bleed blue and white. Yeah.
How'd you go in your HSC?
Oh, flunked.
Did you?
Yeah. So I'm not sure who, any of you millennials out there won't know, but you got what was known as 30 and under. They don't give you a score because it was so bad.
The mystery mark.
So yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
We'll call 30 and under club.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, failed my HSC. I was I'm not going to sit here and beat my chest. I was a pretty clever person, but I was probably a bit lazy. In all fairness, I was doing legal studies and biology and everything. But the last year of Benil, there was only a year of 12, so the school was getting ready to transition to De La Salle.
Yeah.
So I think it was a very, very loose last year. Like no one was going to class. People were jigging. I'm not going to say I was because I don't want to implicate myself. But like it just wasn't much was going on. We're just having a good time. No one really applied themselves. So I guess it was a reflection of the effort we put in. But yeah, failed my HSC dramatically.
Mm.
Yeah.
What? Just quickly back to footy.
Yeah.
How do you think the Dogs will go? When this airs, I think the season will probably be
Over.
will be grand final week.
Grand final weeks.
I think will be grand final week.
So I'm either going to be Nostradamus or I'm going to be an idiot.
All right. Well, tell us.
And I promise I'm not talking from bias because I like to think I'm a pretty analytical person.
Yeah.
But I smell an upset, man. I do. I don't know why. My intuition tells me. And last week, we lost that game. Melbourne didn't win it. I don't care what anyone says. We
I
made
agree.
some pivotal errors that
I agree.
cost us the game. And I think, I don't know,
Well, look, as a non-Bulldog supporter, I personally believe Melbourne didn't win it. The Dogs lost it.
agreed.
Thank you, Joey.
Well, you got to call it for what it is.
Agreed. Agreed.
But I felt the same way.
You got to call it. They were all over him.
Agreed.
They were all over him, and they should have won that game. And why I got upset was because I still am, but I was a massive Sexton fan, and I really was very vocal when they dropped him.
Yeah.
I was very vocal.
Yeah.
And I just believe that was his time to close out that game and show, right, this is how you guys fucked up.
Yep.
But it was when he kicked that ball out on a
We
full,
lost all the momentum.
that was the turning point for the game. In my opinion.
Couple of other things as well, but we're leading 18-14 with 12 minutes to go. They force a dropout. Fucking kick it long. Why are you going for a short 10?
Yeah, that's
Let them work. Let them work.
yeah,
We've got the best defense.
surprise.
Let them work for it, and they score from that set.
yeah.
And Kurt Mann kicking on. Anyway, I could go on forever.
Just to regain
Go on for
position.
Mate, no, because of the change of rules,
Yeah.
now if
Never a thing.
it was never a thing, because if the ball went out on a full, it was a penalty right in front of the sticks.
Now it's no longer.
So what they've changed is there's no more penalty. So now it's like
Take a risk.
roll of the dice. Take a risk. You don't really get punished.
You just get a six
They
again
just
on
take
your
it-
line.
they just get a
It's,
60
it's just to play the ball 10 meters out.
And also the theory is it's easier to defend 10 meters out from your line than it is 30 meters out because you don't allow line breaks and stuff like that.
I'm not a fan of that.
I'm
bro.
not a fan of it.
I'm the same.
I want at least three,
away.
4 tackles.
Send it.
The further you away from my try line,
The better.
the better.
The more relaxed I am.
Yeah, 100%.
So anyway, we digress.
So, yeah,
We went
anyway,
down
that's
I'll
the-
do 2 hours just on the Dogs if you
No,
want.
no,
honestly.
no.
Before we end it, Stephen Cronin's playing this week. Watch.
I believe he isn't.
Oh,
I really believe it's a throw off. Just to have his name on the team list, it gives the boys the confidence. Because again, sorry, bro, he hasn't had the best year, Bill,
Yeah.
footy wise.
Mm.
But the impact he has on the team is undeniable. He's your club captain.
It's immeasurable.
Yeah.
If he runs out on that field with them, forget about it.
It's like Cooper Cronk in the 2017 grand final.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just there with just one arm.
Just there having a chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say he doesn't play. So you're saying you beat Penrith?
I like to think we do.
Yeah, and then how do you go in Brisbane versus Brisbane?
That's going to be a tough one. I think Brisbane might take it out this year, the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's how much I believe in them. If they get it right.
That's Suncorp too, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
It's going to be
Scary.
tough. All right, anyway, so you finish year 12.
Yep.
Did you cop it from your parents for the below 30 thing?
Yeah, I remember I was shitting myself to tell my dad. I don't think I'd ever really told him my score. I think I may have lied to him maybe. Sorry, Dad, if I did. Can't remember. But it wasn't a good score. And listen how the universe works. So I found my HSC and I'm like, what do I do now? So Dad at the time owned a petrol station. So Dad's been in the petrol game since I was a baby. And I really didn't have a zest for working in the petrol station family business. I've been working there since I was a kid with Dad since I'm 14 years old. I'd go work on the counter and whatever, but on weekends. Whatever.
Yeah.
But to do it full time, I never was ever going to do. And back then I remember I said to him, I might go do real estate because I was always a talker. Everyone knew me as a talker. I could sell Eskimo snow, right?
Yeah.
So, and I never remember Dad was like, I hate real estate agents. They're putrid people.
Yeah.
I don't want you to do it. Okay. And I'm like, look, the only thing left is I think I want to come with you to the servo. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. And then, giddy up. Went off to work with Dad in the petrol business.
And how long did you last there?
I was there till I was about 28. So from like 18 to 20, 10 years, call it. All up 10 years, there was a bit of roadblocks in between there. Like I quit halfway through to become a nightclub promoter, which didn't go down too well with Dad at the time. It actually affected our relationship a lot. I probably didn't speak to him for about a year, I reckon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dad actually had to move out to the country. He had a service station up there. Long story. The guy did the run on the lease. So Dad went out to run the server until he could flog it off.
Whereabouts?
In near Dubbo, a little town called Peak Hill.
I know where it is.
Yeah, in between Parks and Dubbo.
Yeah.
So he had a house there. We had a house and everything there. And he went up there and just started running the server. And then he just got stuck there, to be honest with you. Like, was there for a good year and maybe more. So long ago, I'm actually trying to remember the timeline of it all.
Yeah.
And during that period, Dad wasn't at home. I was 19, 18, hanging out with the boys. I was working in the servo. I was just starting to go nightclubbing. I'll never forget, I walked into R&B Super Club at Fox Studios. It was their opening night. And I walk in and I just look around and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Another world,
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. They were the first establishment or DJ, club, but they had the stage elevated because it was an old, it was a venue, sorry.
Yeah.
It was a
I remember
theater.
it.
So
I got the back end of it.
stage elevated, the two dancers on either side, and it was just like 3 levels.
And then you had the
a U
like
section.
a railing.
Yeah, really, yeah.
3 levels.
What's that movie called? Studio
54.
Exactly like that setting.
So I walk in there with my mates, and I remember the line was kilometers long. Took us ages to get in, and this thing was just pumping. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? And that night, I bump into some bloke that knows some other guy that he reckons he's a promoter for the club. I'm like, what's that? What does that mean? It's all like, we promote the club, we get people to come in, whatever. Back then, like boys and girls, there was nightclub promotions. So
no socials.
I know nightclubs very rarely exist anymore. But like back then, they used to get 2,000 people a night at this place. Friday night, 2,000 people.
Yeah.
So what I did was I made him point out who the owners of the promotion company were, the 2 owners of the club. I went and introduced myself to them. They didn't know who the fuck I was, just a young kid. And I go to them, can I have a job? I go, what are you talking about? I want a job promoting. They're like, oh, yeah, no, we're good. So what I did from that point was I made a note to myself that every Friday night I'd go to this club just to walk in, to see them, to say hello and ask for a job, and then I'd leave. So there were nights when my mates wouldn't go out. I'd go to the club. I'd have a shirt in the car. I'd put on a button-up shirt. Back then you needed a button-up shirt.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I'd line up on my own. I'd get in. I'd pay my entry fee. I'd go find them, shake hands. You have a job for me? No, like, get out of here. Next week, I'll do it again. Next week, I got to the point where they got sick of me. They go, fucking you here every week. What do you want? I go, I want to work in this industry. They go, come see us in our office next week. They had an office where the current Bondi Westfields is.
Yeah.
There was a
Bondi
junction there.
I know you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll say the names. No,
Yeah.
John Sinakis.
Leno?
DJ Leno.
Yeah.
So this office in this Bondi junction, I go up and see them. They go, what do you want? I go, man, I want to be in this industry. They go, well, we don't have a job for you. I go, well, find something for me. I'll do anything. They go, all right. They go, like, just, I can't remember. They gave me some piss ass wage. I remember it was really bad. but I didn't care because I just wanted to be part of it. And I told Dad I was quitting, and that was a disaster in itself because I walked out on the servo and I was like looking after it. So my brother-in-law was there and he didn't agree with me. And again, sliding doors moment. He got a friend of ours who owned a real estate agency in Bankstown at that stage. His name was Joe Moward. God rest his soul, passed away a few years ago now. And we grew up next to him in Punchbowl, and he became a really big agent. So we were very close with him. And I remember he got Joe to call me. Joe goes, "Come, I want to come talk to you." I did work experience for him when I was in year 10 in real estate because he was the guy that we knew. So just went to someone that looked after me. He goes, "Listen," he goes, "your dad's called me. He's not happy about, this career path you're taking." He goes, "Come be a real estate agent." He goes, "He said you wanted to do it a long time ago." This was I was 18 years old, so I can't remember the years right now. It's all a blur.
Yeah.
Maybe 2001.
Yeah.
I go, "Nah, Joe, I really want to do this." And I remember he looked me in the eye. He goes, "Karem," he goes, "I've been where you've been." He goes, "Nightclub promotion is not a career, it's a job." I never forgot that.
Correct.
But back then I didn't know. I was too stubborn. I was in my fields. I want to do it. So I could have got into real estate then if I wanted to. I didn't. Anyway, fast forward, I get this job with these guys. And pretty much back then you used to have like little like bookmarks, right?
Yeah.
And they had the nightclub promotion thing on them.
The event name.
Yeah, the event name and all the
Yeah.
details. So they gave me a postcard. They put your initials on it.
Yeah.
They go, every person that brings this in, we know how many people you're bringing, you're promoting.
Your tally. It's your tally.
So I used to go back then, Supre, Hound Dog, all the nightclubs.
Like Belfield, Parramatta, all that stuff. Yeah.
All of them. I used to leave them on the counter. I used to talk to all the girls in the shop. Excuse me. Whatever. So then they started to see that I was bringing in people into the club, and they put me on the door just collecting tickets. Back then you had to pay, take a ticket, then use me to get in. I went from ticket man to doorman, from doorman to cash man, collecting the cash. From cash man, they moved me up to like pretty much running the whole event on the night. So I'd go in early, I'd set up the stage, set up the DJ equipment, make sure everything was kosher. I'd go to a pub, have a feed there at the Fox and Lion, and then the night would kick off. And I had like free reign in this club. Like I ran the I don't say I ran the show. Shouldn't say that. I don't take credit for anyone. But like I could go and come as I wanted, whatever. And this was the hottest club in Sydney. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
My phone on a Friday, I kid you not, from 9 a.m. in the morning it would start buzzing. All of a sudden, people out of the woodwork. So I haven't spoken to years.
Your best mates.
Yes, this got to the point where I had to cancel. I had to get a second phone number. Sorry, turn that phone off and only have a second number that only a few people had on a Friday because I couldn't handle the calls. But
wow,
I did that, and that was fun, man. Like, yeah,
can I just say for context to all our young listeners,
yeah,
that Sydney nightlife was an actual thing. Was an actual thing where like
best.
it was just Joe. You remember you've been in the industry, and these names that you mentioned as well. I've been in the industry for a lot. I'm still in it.
Yeah,
coming on to 20 years now. There was just something in the air in Sydney, bro, that when it hit Friday and Saturday during the day, you get like you just knew you were going to bloody YD to buy your new shirt for the weekend. You know what I mean? Everybody knew what they were doing. Friday night you were going here. Saturday night you were going here.
Start from Wednesday.
And you start from Wednesday.
Rogues,
yeah.
Oxford Street, 80s funk, Rogues, and
bro.
then Thursday.
Envy?
And then our Thursday was Fat Thursdays.
Where was that at?
I can't remember the venue, but Fat Thursdays. And then you kick on. Then you'd have Cave on Friday, and you had Us R&B Super Club.
Yeah.
Hunter Bar.
Fuck. Remember was it Gelato? Yeah, Gelato? No, not Gelato. It was on top of Cancella's. Used to be something on top of Cancella's. Anyway, long story short.
It was the peak of clubbing.
You see how you said you walked into this thing,
into
Fox Studios, and you just seen a new world?
Yeah.
I was like that too.
Yeah.
I had that moment.
Yeah.
I was underage by Joey.
Right.
Dan, cut that out. Cut that out.
The statute of limitations has expired. You're good.
I had that. I was my first experience was I had that feeling, bro, when I walked up the stairs, the stairway to heaven, aka DCMs.
Oh,
when I first fucking, bro, I'm telling you, when I was, I think, I don't know if I want to say the age, but anyways, I was a young pup. That is what made me want to DJ. I remember, bro, I'd see this. I'll rock. Me and my mates used to go see this like an ID.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say this. It's too late.
Go on.
It's
too late.
The venue's club now. It's closed now anyway. Yeah, it doesn't. So I used to use a fake ID right to get in. And bro, when I rocked, I didn't know what clubbing was. So one of my first clubs was DCM's.
Wow.
I went from like Sydney Shield to first grade straight away, bro. As a patron, and bro, I just fucking seen another world. I was playing footy at the time. Didn't care about music. I loved Alex K and Sunset and the old Charlie Brown, Georgie J mixes and all that when I was younger. Bro, as I walked up those stairs, and you can just hear the bass, boom, boom, and you can just hear it, and then the fucking door opens,
It's like another world.
Just another world, bro. And bro, just podium, shirts off here, sweat from the roof, lasers, and the music they were playing, bro. And I'm like, where does this place exist in Sydney?
Yeah.
Does something like this exist in Sydney? And that's what the nightlife used to be, bro.
But it was every third, second club was like that.
Every 3 seconds. It wasn't just like a one-off thing where you go to now, like where. Like,
I couldn't tell you one club in Sydney. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's not.
I don't know.
It's not clubs.
I'm 43 years old. Let me tell you my club.
Because it's not clubs anymore.
Yeah.
It's boats.
Yeah.
It's like you got your glass islands, the islands, sea deck. Then you got the local, like the Albion Parramatta. Then you got the Ivy still kicking, but it's not like. I started coming through as a DJ in the Cross, and King's Cross, cause I'd park my car underneath Hugo's for $50, and I'd DJ Tunnel, the Bank, Sapphire, Trademark. Finish at 6 a.m. Go back to the bank. Finish at 6 a.m. Pay $50 for my parking and go home. I've made my money.
Done.
Now, bro, you're going here. You're going there. You're going to Northern Beaches. You're going here. It's just not worth it, bro.
Nah,
I just feel bad.
It's changed. It's
I
changed.
feel
Like,
bad for that generation, Joey.
on the weekend, we went out for my sister-in-law's birthday. We're in the city.
Yeah.
Cracker restaurant. I can't remember what it was called. It was on not Castlereagh, but anyway, it was down the road from the Wynyard Hotel. So the restaurant finished, like closed at midnight.
Yep.
Everyone goes home. I go to my wife, like, I hardly go out. Right? So I go, I just want to kick on a bit, just me and my wife. Go have a drink. 1 o'clock, or I think it was 2 o'clock. We're closing.
Oh, Saturday night.
Saturday night. And I went, are you I thought maybe I'm smashed thinking it's 6 a.m. I went, it's 1:45.
Because we used to get there at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
We used to get to the city at 1 o'clock.
But wait, so then I'll get the shits and go, fuck this. So I go to establishment. By the time we get to establishment, we get a drink. Last drinks, they close at 3.
3, yeah. So the last drink's about 2:30, just before 3, 2:30.
And I go to my wife, I go, let's get back to this fucking car and never again. Bro, what has Sydney become?
Not much, unfortunately. We got the infrastructure to have some of the best nightlife because we've got a beautiful city. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
We do.
Like you get a Darling Harbour on a cracker, evening in the summertime. It is gorgeous, right? And I know I experienced it. I was 18 years old in Sydney, running clubs and going out, and it's just I mean, look, red tape, politics, and everything. R&B Super Club used to close at 2 a.m.
Yep.
And then the reason it died is because they changed their curfew to 12 to midnight. Can't run a club. They closed it.
For letting people in, you mean?
No, because the residents were complaining because of noise.
The noise complaints.
Yeah, so that's it. It was game over.
And that's what happened to half the clubs in the Cross and Parramatta.
Yeah.
Roxy, Parramatta, perfect example. The only reason it got shut is because of the noise complaints from the units 100 metres down the road, opposite the venue. That's the only reason. Now that poor building is just sitting there, and I'm sure we can all attest, we've had some great nights there.
Oh,
It's devastating.
It's just
It
sitting
is,
there rotting
Like,
away.
and we shoot just down the road.
Across
from
the
there.
road from it, bro. Like,
And
there you go. Thanks, Dan. So Dan, what's this?
wow.
Yeah.
so these are all the hot
Yeah.
spots.
All the hot spots?
Look at this.
We got pubs.
Fucking disgusting. Like, we just shoot down the road from Roxy every Wednesday night when I'm driving in. I see it and I get devastated.
It's closed down, isn't it? Like it's
Yeah,
nothing there.
What,
Bro,
bro?
It's a heritage building, so they can't do nothing with it.
No, they
No, cobwebs.
Yeah.
You know my name's still on the flyer?
Over there. Take a photo.
I can't. I've popped my head in before and I've seen it next to the bistro.
We'll jump the fence after this.
It's great. It's
Shame.
fun.
What a
It's
shame.
still, I can't believe it hasn't deteriorated. I swear to God.
Well, anyway, so you got the club.
Yeah, so I started doing.
You finished that.
I was doing it for about a year or so, and then like it was the best fun I ever had in my life, right? But long term sustainable, not really.
Did you come to your senses and say,
What happened was I met a girl who ended up becoming my wife, and when I started to get serious with her, I was like, I can't really be in this
Do what I'm
environment
doing,
or do he. So I pulled the plug on that, and other stuff was going on in the background with the promotion company. Whatever. I thought, you know what, I've had my run here. That's it. Enough's enough.
Yeah.
So I pulled the plug. Went back hand in hand to Dad. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah, I want to come back into the fold. I actually moved to Peak Hill with him for a bit.
Oh, nice.
And stayed with Dad for a few months, and just work behind the counter, running the service station there with him.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah, it was.
It's only Arab and Picure.
Oh, mate, it was me and like 300 other people, and that was it.
Yeah,
like it was like a little town, like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
no one in there. It was
Driven past it a couple
fucking
of times.
depressing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I took a gym set up there, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna go and just fucking train every day and get
Yeah.
bad. I did fucking maybe weights twice the whole time I was there. Anyway, then came back to Sydney and then again back in the servo while Dad was there. I was back at Kemps Creek, the servo we had there, and then just running it, and then got serious with my ex-wife now at the time, and then Dad finally sold the servo, which was great. Back home to Sydney, then I got married, and that was great and amazing. And then ran the servo with Dad, and then got to a stage where Dad was just over it as well. He was getting older, and it was like, the game wasn't what it used to be when he wasn't around. Back then you're struggling to make 2 cents profit, 3 cents profit on a liter, and it just wasn't. And I was, I think, probably burnt out as well. I was over it. So he sold the business, and my son was born 2 years prior to that. So my son was, no. My son was born, I'd say about 6 months after we sold the business. It was about 6 months old, then we sold the business, sorry. And then I remember for the first time in my life, I actually like shit myself. And I was like, fuck, what do I do now? I'm a high school dropout, not dropout, but, failed my HSC, don't have any education, worked for my father. Like, what the fuck am I going to do? How am I going to provide? How am I going to pay the mortgage?
So you're married with a kid here.
Yeah, I'm married with a kid at this
How old
stage.
were you?
Oh,
And a mortgage?
28.
And a mortgage?
Of course, yeah. I
Yeah.
was living in Mount
Fuck.
Richard. And my wife was working full-time at that stage. So we're both working full-time. My son was in childcare from a year old, even less. The pressures of working, trying to pick him up, calm, whatever. I was like, what do I do? What the fuck do I do? And then I looked at real estate then, but I didn't look at it enough. And then what happened was a friend of mine was working at the airport. He goes, man, they're hiring at the airport if you want a job there. And he goes, like in customer service for a company called Donata, Toll Donata.
Told Donato.
Yeah. So for anyone that don't know, Donata is what they call a baggage service company, not baggage service, a ground handling company, sorry. So when you go to the airport and you're checking in with the agents on the counter, they're not actually working for the airline. They work for a ground handling company. They handle anything on the ground, which is, check-in staff, loading the plane, everything.
Oh, so they're not part of the actual airline.
The airline probably only has 1 or 2 employees max at the airport, just overseeing things.
Really?
All of them, so they subcontract this work out. So Donata's owned by Emirates in Dubai.
Oh, they're in uniform.
Yeah, because you got to wear the uniform. It's part of their code. So I get a job at Toll Donata, and I'm pushing passengers out in wheelchairs to the airplane at this stage.
Yeah.
Then they put me on the Emirates contract. So I learned how to become a check-in agent. So I become a check-in agent on Emirates, which is like after 2 months being there. About 3-4 months into that, a position comes up, what they call a gate supervisor, which is when you go to the boarding gate, the guy that runs the boarding gate there. I put my application in. I get that role. Happy days. Then about 3 months later, another position comes up, what they call a turnaround coordinator. So when the plane lands, as soon as it lands and they put the brakes on, for instance, an A380, you got 109 minutes to turn it around and send it back out.
109 minutes.
109 minutes for an A380. And every minute you're on bay longer than that, the Emirates gets charged $5,000 a minute fine from the airport, SACL, who owns the airport. Wow. So everything is precision timing. That's why they rush so much when you hear them, last boarding call, whatever. You think, oh, what are you worried about? It's because they get pinned. Yeah. So it's a high pressure environment, but I fucking loved it. It was the best fun I ever had as well. Like all the crew, everyone at Emirates was like working tight, and we're in charge of the airplane, like deboarding it, getting people off, getting people on. I met so many celebrities working there. It was great, but it was shift work and it was torturous. So morning shifts, I'd start at 2 a.m. I'd be finishing at about 11 a.m. I'd be driving home on the M5. I'll never forget, like, thinking I was going to hit the wall because I was, like, that fatigued.
Fuck.
So I was doing morning shifts and night shifts, and then that wasn't good at home, obviously. Deteriorates. Wasn't really seeing my wife, and one separate ends of timing, and then
there's a baby involved too. Yeah?
I got a son involved, and I probably wasn't. I was questioning myself as a provider, as a man. Even though I loved what I was doing as a job, I was thinking to myself, like, where the fuck's this going to take me? Like, what, I'm just going to, like, work here forever? Like,
yeah.
So, I was probably, at the time I didn't know, but I was probably going through what I'd call early stages of depression for myself. But back then that wasn't a word. No one knew what depression was. You never spoke about it if you're a man as well. And you never really spoke about your feelings, eh?
Yeah.
Like, you never call any of my mates and say, hey, boys, I'm feeling this or that.
Feeling this.
Fucking, they'd laugh at you back then.
What were you feeling, bro?
I was just questioning myself. I was questioning myself as a man, as a provider, as where's my future going? Where am I going with all this? I wasn't feeling good about myself, and maybe that instigated reasons why there was a bit of separation.
From your wife at the time.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So I'll hit the fast forward button on that a little bit because don't want to go into too much detail. But anyway, we decided things just weren't working. Took a break. Break went longer, and ended up selling the house, and then I moved back in with Mum temporarily, and because we were building at the time, and then
Oh wow.
and then that was it, and then it just it fell apart from there. So I was 30 years old, separated / divorced, whatever you want to call it. Working at the airport, didn't really have anything going for myself. I wasn't really feeling good about myself. Unhealthy, doing shift work, driving home at night at midnight from a late night work, always grabbing kebabs or Maccas on the way home. Didn't really have a social life at all because I worked every weekend because of the shift work, and raising my son every weekend. That was, I got to say, probably like in hindsight now when I look back, the biggest saving grace was my son. Because I made a point of making sure he was with me every weekend. And in all fairness and great respect to my ex, and right now we have the most amazing friendship ever. Amazing. And I'm very blessed for that. Always at the start, you're going to have shit. Doesn't matter what kind of breakup you go through, right? It can be good, bad, whatever it is. There's always going to be emotions involved and you're going to feel stuff. But we always prioritized him in front of both our needs. So whenever I said to her, I want him every week, she's like 100%. He's just saying I want you to do it. So I didn't really have a social life. I stayed at home with my son every single weekend from the age of, he was 2 years old, he's still in diapers nearly. And but I think here's what kind of got me through a lot of that tough times, those dark moments. Just knowing that I've got this kid to be responsible to. I've got to set a platform for him, and I've got to make sure that I can show him that you can overcome things. So I'm getting lost now. I don't know if
I'm gonna stop you there.
Tell me.
I'm gonna paint you a picture.
Yeah.
And then you continue this picture.
Go for it.
So you're 30 years old.
Yep.
You've endured one of the most life-changing moments
in anyone's life, yeah.
In anyone's life,
Correct,
right?
Yeah.
Because no one gets married to divorce.
No way.
Yeah. So you've had this image of forever.
Correct.
Right. Somewhere along the way, it's gotten murky and muddy, and you now find yourself at home.
Back at home, yeah.
Yeah, 30 years of age.
Yep.
Right, not with your wife, not with your son.
Yep.
That first night, when you laid your head on that pillow, surely you had a moment and thought,
fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah. It wasn't even, to be honest with you, it was probably, I remember it actually. I remember it crystal clear. It was in the family home that we lived in before we sold it. And she had moved out with my son, and I was there, and then it wasn't until then that it really hit me, and I was like, yeah, this is no good. I'm not doing well. And that's when all the thoughts start conjuring up in your head.
Okay, but let's talk about those thoughts. What thoughts?
Oh, look.
How dark did it get?
Oh, it got dark. I mean, I don't want to paint a picture to make it I'm not trying to get sympathy from anyone or whatever.
No, it's not about sympathy. No,
I know.
Friend, why we do this, yeah? Because I can guarantee you there is one person right now watching this that's on that exact same couch.
100%.
Or in that exact same bed, going through the exact same thing, bro. And why I'm really pressing you and pushing you is because I know someone's going to feel like this is the end of the road for them.
Yep.
But look at you, bro. Let's call a spade, Billy. Right? I'm so proud of how far you've come. I'm so proud of how successful you are. Bro, for fuck's sake, you're the Prince of Belmore. Now, Belfield, sorry.
Prince of Belmore was Josh Reynolds.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. Like Zail, I didn't mean to upset you, bro. But my point is,
I know where you're going. It's all good.
From that moment where surely you didn't think you're getting the fuck out of this one.
Oh, no way.
Where you are now.
Oh.
I want to show the contrast.
If I have to skin it back, and the reality is, to be honest with you, maybe I always get stuck with this word, I can't even think about it right, but I've put it deep down in my brain somewhere. Some of those early traumas.
Compressed?
Yeah, no, there's another word, but I just never pronounce it for the life of me.
Yeah.
And it's so long ago. Like, don't forget, like, we're talking, 13, 14 years ago now. Like, it's a long time. But some memories are still very vivid. And
that first night, what was that first night like?
Nah, terrible. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. It's
So how'd you bounce?
Actually, the worst part was when that first weekend when my son came back to me. That's when it hit me. I remember I stood on the porch and like she dropped him off, and I remember like just pissing myself crying in front of him because like I felt like I'd failed everyone, including myself. And I was just like, yeah, I never forget that. I'm actually getting a little bit, yeah. So it wasn't a good feeling. I'm being completely honest with you.
But, so, and I'm going to add from an external perspective.
Yeah.
Again, something you don't know. So I didn't actually know that you separated till you told me.
Right.
I saw you about 2 years ago with your wife, your ex-wife.
Yeah.
And your son.
Yeah.
At Bankstown RSL Club at All You Can Eat.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't come up.
I was going to say, did I say hello to you?
No, I didn't go up to
Okay.
you because I just thought like he's with his family. I let it go. Like,
Yeah. But you didn't know at the time that I was divorced.
No, bro, you looked like a married couple.
Yeah, right. Gotcha. Wow.
And this is the beautiful thing. Like,
Took the words out of my mouth.
if you don't tell me that you're divorced, in my head,
You wouldn't know it. Yeah.
you're a happy family.
Yeah.
And you know what, Kareem? Fuck, that's beautiful, bro. And hats off to you and your ex, right? Because and this is our biggest driving factor. You can just tell with your missus and yourself, like, it's not about you.
No way.
It's not about our feelings or you've let me down or you've hurt me. You know what? It's about our son.
100%.
Our son comes first. And I'm living proof. I've seen it with my own two eyes. That environment you're giving him. And you know what? Well done, man. I want to congratulate both of you.
Thank you.
Because it's so easy to be toxic, yeah?
Look, can I tell you the like at the start, right? When people would ask, "Oh, what happened?" whatever, and then when they would find out that we were still on like good terms and talking, people was like, oh, what do you mean you still talk to her?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, she's the mother of my son. Like, of course I got to talk to her. Like, and people would just find it so like perplexing. They couldn't understand it. Or they'd see us because we made a point of still doing things as a family for my son. So we'd still go on his birthday to dinners, or we'd go once every 2 or 3 months and try to do something together as a unit. Despite whatever feelings we had for each other, we were going to show up for my son because at the end of the day, I'm raising up a young man in today's society, which is not heading in a fucking good way, as we all know. So I want him to know that, number one, his mum is number one before me. Like, he's got to love his mum more. I want him to love his mum more than he loves his dad. Because I'm raising a man in this world, and he needs to be like know what the obligations are of a man. So
Powerful, bro.
Never let anyone or any of your feelings or your ego get in the way of raising your child. And I'll say this straight out: I'm not the authority on divorced men. Fucking, there was a million before me. There's gonna be a million after me, right? I'm not the first and last one.
Yeah.
But one thing I reckon pretty good feel on. I've been single/divorced, whatever you want to call it, for 13 years. And I've met lots of people, close friends, clients, whatever. And I've heard some horror stories. And the ones I can't tolerate is when the men punish their children to get at their spouse. For whatever reason, I just believe there's no excuse for that. I don't care how bad it ended. I don't care who done what to who. Never, 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 never put your children in the middle of it. Don't punish them by not seeing them. Don't try to financially control them by not giving them money or resources or whatever. Like, I just hear too many horror stories that way, and it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
When people say, if you speak to someone like, the father hasn't seen them, guys, don't do it. It's not worth it. You'll carry that for the rest of your life, and the kids won't. You got to have that relationship with your kids. You just need to. It's the only thing we're here for. They're a legacy. Like, what are we doing?
Your ex isn't here. What do you think she'll say to the women that are using their kids to punish their ex-husbands?
Oh, I've got no idea, man. I'm not gonna talk on her behalf, but like, I'll say on my behalf, I think it's bad for any part to do it, for the men to do it and the women to do it. Leave the kids out of it. They're so innocent. They didn't ask to come to this world. You, as grown adults, decided to get in the bedroom and make a child and make a family. Now, for whatever reason, you couldn't work your shit out and it fell apart. Fair enough. This is life. It happens. But don't take out whatever's happened between you and your partner with those children. They're innocent kids and they are a product of their environment. If you're going to raise them in a toxic environment, don't be surprised when they grow up and don't go the way you want them to, because they're only going to do and see what they do and see.
They learn through our actions. Through our
100%.
actions.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
And as I say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
Kareem, bro, I just got a question in regards to your relationship with your ex-partner, if I may.
Yeah.
Did you actually sit down and have a conversation and say, bro, like, not bro, well, have a conversation and say, I don't even know, what do you call your ex-partner? Anyway,
I call it bro now, yeah,
bro,
yeah. That close.
That's what Did you actually sit down and have a conversation? Listen, let's put our differences aside. Let's put this kid, let's give him the most normal upbringing as possible, or was it just a natural flourishing friendship?
It was a conversation, honestly. It was like, look, because at the start, like I said, nothing's ever, even if you break up amicably, there's no such thing. Yeah, let's not kid ourselves. When you're with someone for that long and you have emotions, you're talking about love and feelings, then all of a sudden you're not with that person. No matter what happens, something's going to be a trigger point eventually. It's just whatever it is, it's going to be a trigger point.
Human nature.
We're all humans. That's it. You can't deny it. But we made a point of that we're always going to put my son's needs first, his wants and his needs first. So, and I'm glad that we were able to see through that until we were both able to get over our trauma, that we both individually, like as much as I'm going through it, I'm sure she went through just as bad as me. You know, she didn't want a divorce. Like, no one gets married, like you said, to do this.
You get married to stay married.
100%. So, like, it is what it is. But you know, credit to her and credit to me and everyone else and the support we had around us.
How old's your son now?
He turns 15 in December.
That's mad.
What?
So,
Well,
he's bigger than me.
come on, bro.
Wow.
What's it like having a teenage son, bro? Mighty whippersnipper's old Joey's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like, bro?
It's crazy, man. Like, if you had to say to me, oh, what was he like when he was young? Like, I can't remember about it. Because it was just like one day he was this little kid and then I woke up and he's this man.
Dad transferred 300 bucks. I got to go to Rebels.
Airier than me. He's taller than me. He's got a bigger full by 2 sizes than me.
Wow.
Like, you remember being 15. I remember being 15. I remember being you. Fuck.
Yeah.
Spin up, bro.
Well, when I was
Smarter than me.
15, I was looking at his dad wanting his car.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go, bro.
It's funny. I literally called him on the way. He had a science exam today, so I called him on the way into the podcast to check up. How was the exam? How'd you go? Whatever. He's like, what are you up to? I go, I'm actually going to film a podcast. He was giving me shit. He was roasting me. Oh, it's like Mr. Social Agent's going worldwide. You swear to God.
For that, bro.
I was laughing my ass off. I was like, oh, yeah, I feck.
So now at 15,
Yeah.
do you look back and just praise God and say, you know what, lucky we did it this, like,
100%.
Give me a moment where you've looked at him and said, fuck, man, we've done it. We've done a good job.
Every day. I kid you not, every day. Every day. Like, every day I'll wake up. I'm always grateful for waking up. I'm grateful for having a life in front of me and for especially my son. Every night when I say my prayers, my first blessing to God is, please watch over my son, protect him, keep him healthy, keep him safe. It's my first blessing I ask for.
Yeah.
So, like, he's my one and only. Like, the reality is I'm probably not going to have any more kids. I'm 43 years old. Like, you know what I mean? So he's my one and only, and he's the only thing I live and breathe for. So, like, my mission in this life, my legacy is not money or Lexus IS200s or whatever it is. My legacy is the man that I produce from him. I want him to be a good person, number one. Whatever happens after that, so be it. I was telling him now, even at school, like, he's a smart kid who's a little bit lazy like his dad in school. And I tell him, I go, Dad, I don't care if you don't get A's. I go, but what I care is if you don't try your best. I go, if you try and you don't succeed, I go, I'll cop that. I'll live with that because at least you gave it 100%. I go, but if you only gave it 80, 70%, I go, I'm not going to be happy with that. I go, so I never put pressure on him to try to get A's or whatever, but I put pressure on him to apply himself because that's what my dad taught me, hard work. I never saw my dad for the first fucking 10, 15 years of my life. He was out of the door before the sun went up and back home when we were in bed.
Just working.
That's what it was, man. That's what it was. It was just work.
And when you know better, that was the way of life.
We didn't know. No one at school had ever saw my dad. They didn't think he existed. Like, it's just parent teacher. It was just my mom. Like, didn't whatever. But that work ethic came into me, and I'm trying to instill it on my son. Now, in this world, in this generation, it's hard to instill that work ethic on him, but he's heading in the right direction.
Thank God.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank God.
Where did 30 years old, you obviously, you were laying, you put your head on that pillow and you were stressing out. I want to know, when did the penny drop for you to actually kick off your real estate career, like full force?
So, as I said, I was working at Emirates on shift work, and I just wasn't happy there. Like, I loved the job, don't get me wrong.
You still worked there after you broke up with
Yeah, and I think, to be honest, that it was a bit of a saving grace, that work, because while I went through my separation, whatever the case may be, and I was out on my own, because it was such a high-pressure job, it kept me switched on. I knew I have to go to work, and I got to put everything behind me and just get these aircrafts in and out on time.
Yeah.
So and the shift work actually helped, because I was so buggered. I'd work, I'd go, and I'd sleep. And I'd just rinse and repeat.
You wouldn't dwell.
Same thing, rinse and repeat. But I got to a point where I was like, the entrepreneur blood started to stir inside me. And I watched my dad start his own business and do everything. And I was like, man, not that there's anything wrong with it, but like, I don't think I was here just to be a run of the mill, just doing my job and whatever. Like, I wanted more for myself, and I knew I had more to give. I'm like, I'm better than this. So
respectfully.
Yeah, 100% respectfully. Yeah. We'll talk about ego in a minute, but of course, I know what I'm
capable of. I'm the same, bro.
And I'm just like, okay, this is a great job, but first of all, the hours were killing me from a health perspective. So like, I got to get out of this. So I was like, okay, what do I love doing? Fucking everything came back to real estate again, all the way from when I was 18 to when I was 21 to now, this point. So what I did was,
I feel like networking would have been good for you.
I took, what's that?
From your club promotion days, networking would have been big for you.
Yeah, so I'll scale that back into real estate in a second. So what happened was, I took a week of sick leave.
Yep.
I claimed that I had insomnia and I couldn't sleep with a doc certificate. Then I went to the city and did my real estate license in 1 week. I did a crash course. It was like 6-hour, 7-hour days, 1 whole week. And I got back then you could get your license in a week. Now, no chance.
Oh, this was licensed, not certificate
of registration. Fully licensed.
This is fully licensed.
I'm a principal. I could go to my real estate office tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, with this paper.
How good is that?
Yeah, so I got accredited. I got my license, and funnily enough, at the time, I had a good friend of mine. He was traveling with Emirates a lot to Pakistan. He has an IT company, and he had an app called Inspection Manager. It's the biggest rental real estate app in like Australia. All the property agents use it for routine inspection reports and stuff like that. He went to school with me. This guy lived in Belfield. Lebanon guy in Belfield. 2 Lebanon guys in Belfield started this app, and it was like huge. Yeah. And they used to fly out, and one of the he called me up once when I was in Emirates, and I was on my way out, and he's like, man, I need some help with customer service. He goes, I've got all IT guys. He goes, but they don't have any fuel for people because they're dealing with agents, and he goes, I'm losing contracts. He goes, would you ever consider coming? I go, man, you got me a good time. I'm ready to hit the go button. Yeah. He's like, yeah, all right, sweet. So I gave him a resignation. I had my real estate license in my pocket, but I thought I'll park it for now. Yeah. I went to work with him. He was in Woolloomooloo. And I helped him out with his customer service. He was flying me all over the place. Perth, Adelaide, Queensland, just meeting up because he had thousands of real estate companies subscribing to him. Did that for a bit. To be honest, it lasted, I reckon, not even 6 months.
What were you doing? Like selling it to him?
No, I was bridging the gap. They were selling the app, and then they had a customer service with support.
Okay.
What happened was the support was falling over because the support guys are tech guys. Yep. But they don't have people skills.
Yes.
So I had to just try to create systems for them and protocols on how to deal with people, what to say to people, how to keep them engaged, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
Got it all cleaned up. And then it got to a point where I was like literally rocking up to work doing nothing because like it was doing itself. Yeah. Yep. I get a phone call from the same guy, Joe Moward. I get humble. Called me to ask me about one of my dad's rental properties. He goes, I'm trying to reach dad, whatever, this is that. I go, Joe, out of curiosity, I go, are you hiring at the moment? He goes, mate, I'm always looking for people. And he goes, why? I go, I'm not sure I told you. I go, I've got a real estate license. He's like, bullshit. I'm like, yeah. I go, like, I was thinking, maybe I could do something part-time because I was scared. Like, I wanted some surety of a wage or whatever because I was still working, He's like, mate, real estate's not part-time. He goes, come see me next week. So I went and saw him, sat down with him, and then he sold me the dream. He's like, look, you can do this and you can do that and you can do this. I was 33 at the time. So I was 33 years old. I'm not going to lie to you. I had fuck all money in my bank account, like living paycheck to paycheck almost, to be quite honest with you. And but I was like, you know what? Fuck, I'm going to give it a go. Like, that's it.
33
years old, yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I'm 35. So I've still got a chance.
Everyone's got
Brother.
a chance, Bill. Everyone's got a chance.
Fucking the Colonel didn't discover the secret recipe in KFC till he was 55 years old.
Correct.
There you go.
Yeah,
bro.
you know what I
That's
mean?
so
Yeah.
true,
And
bro.
there's tons of stories like that.
Like Jeff Bezos,
All of them,
Amazon,
all
right?
of
It's
them,
all
all of
true.
them.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So yeah, I did that, and then I jumped on board. That was, I never forget, grand final weekend 2015 was my first week working with him. And
As Jonathan Thurston kicks that field goal,
Yeah.
you're working with him.
and
there you
then
go.
was that 2015?
15, yeah.
Was it?
against the
Yeah.
Broncos.
There you
Ben
go.
Hunt drops it on the line. I'm sick, bro. I got to stop.
And then
Yeah, finish shut the fuck up.
what a grand final, but jeez, fuck, that was epic. So I did, yeah. I worked with him, and then and he was my mentor, man. He was my big brother. Like I said, we grew up next to him, living next to him, like very close family friends. My mum was at his house when his mum passed away. I don't know how many years and years ago, and he was still a kid. So like there was a kinship between us. It wasn't just work. And he took me under his wing, and he taught me, you know, how to be a real estate agent. He threw me in the deep end. It wasn't easy. Tough love. Like, fucking get out there. Punchbowl's your patch. You grew up in Punchbowl, you know, like no one else. That's your area. I want you to know every street in Punchbowl, every house in Punchbowl, and go for it. And I was on a debit credit system back then, so you had to achieve a certain amount of commission to give to the office before you can put anything in your pocket.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember that. Yeah.
So
They taught me that.
yeah, so then I remember at one stage I was like in debit, nearly $100,000 owing
Oof.
before I could put $1 in my pocket.
Oh.
I just started, and I remember I went to Lebanon early 2016. I went on my own. Had a fantastic. I hadn't been to Lebanon in so many years. I came back, and then something turned for me. I was like, okay, that's it. Let's go. And I dug myself out of that debit. Sorry, got in front, started to make a little bit of money. That first paycheck you get in commission in real estate agents, let me tell you, any real estate agents, it's the fucking sweetest check you ever earned in your life.
First one.
The first commission, it was fuck all. It was maybe $2,000 or something. I can't
It's
remember.
like first matchy.
Yeah.
But it's the first one when it hits your account, you're like, fuck, okay, we got a taste of this.
Let's do it, baby.
And then it was all on. And then I don't know, do you want to keep going or do you want to ask my
Fucking no,
question?
keep
Sorry,
going.
I don't
No,
know.
keep
I feel like
going.
I'm talking my ass off. I
No, keep
apologize.
going.
This is about you, bro.
Yeah, all right.
brother.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to like talk.
We love this. Yeah, the listeners love this.
So what happens is I'm working, and I had aspirations of starting my own agency, of course. But I was still very fresh. I was barely a sales agent, let alone fucking starting my own business. I remember I was working in Parramatta Westfields.
You were barely a sales agent.
Yeah, swear to God. I was at Parramatta Westfields. I was with Patrick Nader, one of my closest friends.
Good man, Pat.
Yeah, he's like my brother.
Is he?
Yeah, we're growing up with each other. Yeah, I was groomsman on, he's a groomsman for me.
Really?
Yeah, very
that,
close.
that close.
Oh, yeah. Like,
yeah.
Pat's my jeweler.
yeah, I've
Back
known
there,
him since we were because we were in the same village in Lebanon.
Yeah.
So we grew up together, but then went to school together, Benilde, and
Every time he sees me walking to his shop, he just rolls his eyes. He goes,
yeah,
"What's going on,
he's,
bro?"
he's
I love him, bro.
very, very close to my heart, Pat.
Is that a Nader piece you're wearing now?
Yeah, he made this for me. Yeah, you're right.
That's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah, the miracle medal.
Fucking
Yeah.
small world, eh?
Yeah,
Small world, bro. Wow.
Patrick Nader, Jules in Parramatta. There's the plug.
He's a good man. But he's my jeweler too, bro. I love him.
So I'm in his store, and then I'm standing there, and then this chick walks in. She's got wearing this big, extravagant like hat. I don't pay attention, whatever. And I'm down. I'm close to go hang out at his store. I'm behind the counter,
Yeah.
and she looks up. I look up, make eye contact. I
This
look.
is the old store, yeah?
This is the old store.
In Paris,
Yeah,
where he is
yeah,
now.
no, the old one. Yeah.
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 Give you chocolate?
And I see, yeah, we used to run amok. I look up, and I see this girl standing at me. What the fuck? Chantal, her name's Chantal. She's like, Karem? I'm like, yeah. So this is a friend of mine that I'd known since I was 18 years old, like back in the day. And we were so close for so many years. And then she met her husband, moved on, and I moved on. Just you fall out of line, as you know,
Yeah.
with people. And then I hadn't seen her in probably about 8 or 9 years. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, wow, I haven't seen you in ages. What are you doing? Small talk. She leaves. I go back to the back. About 10 minutes later, one of the workers come in. They go, Karem, that girl with the hat is asking for you. I go, what's up? She goes, do you want to grab a coffee? I'm like, yeah, fuck. Talk to her. She didn't know I was divorced. I told her the story, whatever. She goes, what are you doing these days? I go, I'm in real estate. Just started. She goes, really? I'm like, yeah. She goes, me and my husband have always wanted to open a real estate agency. I'm like, you kidding me? She's like, no. She goes, like, let's, do you want to like talk about it? Anyway, we rekindle our friendship.
So you've done her from when you were younger?
When I was younger, and
From
I hadn't
the
met her husband before because I never met him.
Just from
Like,
just go from the area I used to know?
no, funnily enough, she's going to kill me for this, but she competed in a Miss Lebanon Australia pageant.
Okay.
So back in the day, Patrick's family used to be associated with that pageant and run it. So we used to go and help. So we met him through there. And we just became really good friends for years.
So you went for coffee?
Went for coffee, spoke about life, whatever, and then the friendship just picked up from there. It was like we never skipped a beat. We just like instant friendship again. I met a husband who's a lovely guy, one of the best blokes. reconnected with them, and then the seed was planted. They're like, all right, let's
So
start.
from that moment to when you open the doors,
Of
how
course.
long is that?
1.5 years.
Wow,
I met her in.
That's not long.
I met her again in
it's pretty quick. bro.
2016. I met her again, and then she wanted me to quit straight away and start this thing. And she's a go-getter, yeah, like she's
Yeah.
very accomplished. And I was like, "Fuck, I don't even know how to be a real estate agent. I'm still working to learn how to sell a property, let alone run a business."
I just got out of debit.
Literally, I swear to God, I got fucking no
But
idea.
I'm going to run this thing, all right?
She harassed me every 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Let's go. No. I held it off as long as I could. Then I went to Joe and I wanted to know if there was any opportunity with him. Can I buy in? Can I do something? When I realized,
You know what? Hats off. That's a respectful move.
100%.
Yeah, bro.
That's an honourable move.
100%, because his family. So like, I wanted to know if I was going to have any skin in the game with him. And when I realized that I wasn't, and all credit to him, he built that business on his own. Why should he give up a piece?
100%.
No ill will or nothing.
Yeah.
But then I was like, all right, let's do it. So we actually, I was going to say we came up with the name. We didn't. A good friend of mine came up with the name Mayfair.
Yeah.
He said one day, randomly, this was years before, right? If anyone ever opened up a real estate agency, a mad name would be Mayfair because it's the most expensive property on the Monopoly board. And that sat with me forever. And when it came to open, I told her the name. She loves themes. She was like, nah, that's the name.
Just give it a plug for us now. What's the full name of the business?
It's Mayfair Real Estate.
Mayfair Real Estate.
Yeah.
And you guys
Yeah.
are located in?
Belmore, right in the middle of Belmore. The old CBA bank is our
It's next to
building.
Legacy Lounge, isn't it?
A bit further up. So my old office was on the corner of where Legacy Lounge was.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where we first opened.
Yeah.
Little 80 square meter office. We
Yeah.
set up with just like a buzzer. And
My
lots of
mum's the
style.
florist across the road.
Oh my God, I know your mum.
Oh, shit. There.
Wow, what a small world.
Yeah,
It's like
my-
your mum.
That's my mum, yeah.
Oh my, you know how many flowers I bought from her?
No, my mum manages the shop, doesn't own the shop,
Right.
but not Jean, the other lady.
I know Jean, but I know the other. Wow.
That's my mum.
There you go. What a small world.
Yeah,
Yeah, look,
But-
every shop
Yeah.
in Belmore knows me because like
that's my
I'm
mum.
not a on Belmore. I went up and down all day every day.
Yeah, no, next time we tell her, next time we see her,
Wow.
tell her you
What a
met her.
small world.
Yeah, bro,
There
that's
you
my
go.
mum.
So then
Do you want to have a coffee? I'll just.
Yeah, let's go.
No, I'll go- I'll
I'm
go
taking a
fuck-
fuck-
Joe, we've got enough history. Don't get jelly now.
I got cut straight away.
I inspired your first Lexus. What else do you want?
Oh, fuck it hell. Sorry, continue.
I forgot where I was going with it. Yeah.
So you open your real estate.
Yeah, so I told Joe I'm leaving. I go, look, this is what's happened, A, B, C, D. He respects my decision. We were originally going to open in Rydalmere at a Chantal's office because she had like an office there she was working from with her
Yep.
own companies. And we weren't going to have like a shop front, but then we decided to, we had a third partner in the business back then come in with us.
Yep.
Only lasted about 2 years and then he exited out and then we just kept going from there. So yeah, we opened up this no-name business. It's not a franchise. No one knows who we are. We're in a suburb where we've got no presence. Like I live in Condor Park. I worked in Bankstown. I've never sold a property in Belmore in my life. No one knows who I am as an agent. It's not like I've got some big reputation as I'm like this big writer. And man, we
Look at you now.
Sully be in there, wasn't it? And we go for God. Chantal was 9 months pregnant in the office, putting desks together and chairs, screwing desks and chairs.
Wow.
I kid you not. She had her baby and was back in the office after a month bringing her baby into the office working. Like the definition, and that, as me, what am I going to do? What's my excuse? I
Yeah,
got to fucking show up.
That's a grind.
And
That's a
and it
grind
was
right
sink or
there.
swim because like I didn't have resources to start the company. I had to borrow money to invest just to do the renovation. And if I knew if I didn't make this work, like that's it, I'm fucked. Like
Yeah.
it's sink or swim mentality. So it's blinkers on, head down, ass up, and just fucking go.
Okay,
And that's what
so
we did.
That's crazy, bro.
you fail HSC.
Yes, thank
Yeah?
you for reminding me. Yes.
You go into the petrol station game. You leave. You want to do club promotions. Then you go back to petrol station. You go back. You go to Toll Donato. You work for Emirates. Right. Marriage breaks down. You're back at home with your parents. That's a roller coaster. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a roller coaster. That's life. Right. And what you were trying to do, you're trying to make it. You now have your real estate agency, company,
Mhm.
and you're flying now.
Yes, Mr. Sully, thank
So
God.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
You're flying.
Yeah,
But you got to when I say you're doing well, Karem.
Yeah.
You're doing well.
We're doing well.
You can be proud.
Yeah, 100%. I'm very proud. I don't shy away from being proud about it.
Okay.
But yeah.
But was there a moment where you got? I don't know what top is, but is there a moment when you're like, all right, man, I'm doing good, but is that all it is?
In terms of work or life?
Life.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
This is what I want to concentrate on.
I've had a couple of come to Jesus moments in my life.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you're right, because you do get consumed. We all do, right? We get consumed by the rat race.
Yeah.
You're trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yep.
You got bills to pay. You got to provide, school fees, Medicare, Bupa, Netflix, fucking
Private
everything.
health, yeah.
You name it. Like just to run a family these days, man,
Not cheap.
not cheap at all, right? So, but once you get to that level of being able to at least just sustain it, but then you say, okay, like what now? Like what's the next thing for me? And the reality is, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know. I don't know the answer. So my thirst and my passion for working has not subsided at all. I still love to work. I work 6 days a week till today. I probably don't have to. And when I say work, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys I do 10-hour days. There is flexibility. I want to go and see a client / friend and have lunch. I can do that. If I want to take a day to myself, I can do that. But if I don't go up to the office at least once a day, every day, I feel guilty. I can't wake up and just sit at home. Even if I'm sick, I show up because that's the mentality. It's what Dad installed in me, in my DNA. That's just the way we're built. But what's next? Who knows? We're working on a couple of things. Don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but there's a couple of things in the pipeline. And but yeah, my thirst for wanting to do better is always there. Like I'm always looking to improve. I'm nowhere near perfect. I never proclaim to be. And going back to the conversation of ego, like zero ego with me. Whether you know me or you don't, people that know me will know that about me. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I don't think I'm below anyone, but I think I'm better than anyone at all. I don't care who you are. I don't know what you're going through. When I talk to you and you go home at the end of the day and you close that door, I don't know what demons you're battling. I don't know what dramas you're going through. So I'm not going to try to put myself in a pedestal in front of everyone. I've been there. I dug myself out, and thank God I'm doing okay now. But you're right. There's probably someone listening that's battling their own demons and doesn't have anyone to talk to or doesn't know where to reach out. Funnily enough, last week I was driving through Belmore and someone beeped at me. I didn't know who it was. I just waved, automatic Lebo.
As with the air,
and it's Belmore. 9 times out of 10, I know who they are. As I get to the corner, where I'm about to turn into my office, I get a phone call. It's a friend. Hey, he goes, I beeped you. Oh, is that you, bro? Yeah. He goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm just broken back to the office. He goes, come across the road, have lunch with me. I'm like, yeah, all right, sweet. I know this guy. I wouldn't say I know him very well, but I know him.
Enough to have your number.
I know, we've gotten his number. Maybe been out with him once on a social level, but we talk. And we talk about work and stuff a lot. I go in, hey, bro, how are you? Sit down with him, start talking. What's going on? This is that, 1, 2, 3. It starts to open up. He's going through a bit of a separation. Like he's, I'm not at home at the moment. What do you mean? No, come on. What's going on? Talk to me. Let it out. Bro, I promise you, he spoke for, I reckon, at least 30 to 45 minutes straight. Didn't get a word in. Just verbal diarrhea.
He just needed to let it off.
Needed to get it off his chest, man. He was holding it in and he had no one to. And he actually said to me after he finished talking, he goes, I don't even know where this came from. He goes, I saw you. He goes, and I know what you've been through. He goes, I know you. He goes, and I just felt like I wanted to talk to someone. He goes, I didn't think I'd be telling you this much. And he told me his whole life story. I barely know the guy on that level. I know him more as a jovial kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I felt for him, and I gave him some advice about me and whatever, and then I gave him my 2 cents. And like I said, I'm not the authority of divorced men. I don't proclaim to be that, but I've been around, man, and I've seen some shit, and I've helped a lot of friends that have gone through shit. They've called me up and said I need some help, and I've sat down with couples in rooms and tried to be somewhat of a counselor and work this shit out together.
You know what? That's a testament to you, Karem, because for him to call you, he obviously had that much confidence in you as a person, and obviously going back to your ego and not thinking you're better than anyone, you just proved it right there.
Yeah, and again, I don't want to sound egotistical talking about not having an ego, but
no.
And I said to him in the end, I go, bro, if you ever want to talk, I go, just anything, I go, you've got my number. I go, you call me. I go, promise me you'll. He goes, no, he goes, I promise I will. I go, whatever happens, I go like, I'm here for you. And sometimes we got to hear that, man. Like
Yeah.
it's not taboo anymore to say I'm hurting.
100.
It's not taboo to say I'm fucking going through some shit, man. There's no more, I have a spoon of concrete and man the fuck
And
up.
harden up.
Hard-
That fucking makes me sick.
You know what I mean? Like we came through an era where we didn't know what depression was. We didn't know what manifestation was. We didn't know what positive energy was. Like we are unfortunately a product of our environment. Our parents are immigrants. They had no idea about. Don't tell me that my dad didn't suffer massive depression. Of course he did, but he didn't know what it was.
No,
He didn't know how to deal with it. He was just trying to do his best to raise 5 kids in fucking Sydney. You know, like he didn't have the resources and the tools that we do. We can read. We can listen to podcasts like this.
Absolutely.
We can get a therapy. There's so many things.
The only thing my dad manifested
Here we go.
was the belt buckle.
Around your legs is pain.
Did you used to get the option? I used to get Dad used to get the option.
The choice of weapon.
Yeah, he'd say no with the belt as well. He'd say, "Do you want the leather side or do you want the buckle?"
buckle.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. I was like, you know what, Dad, I'm feeling kinky today. I'm gonna get a buckle.
No, I used to get the option. Do you want the metal spoon? Do you want the buckle of the belt? Or do you want to kneel on the broomstick with your hands on the wall?
To lay her up.
Oh, that was a good one. I used to get the nose on the wall, on your knees, nose.
Yeah.
Nose comes off the wall. Your feet are exposed in the back.
Bang.
Yeah. But Dad upgraded.
Yeah.
So we got, you got like iPhone 13 and 14. So we had the iPhone 15 Max Pro, right? With a broomstick on the floor and you had to kneel on the broomstick
Oh.
with your hands against
On
the wall.
On the actual stick.
On the stick.
Oh, see you later, bro.
Yeah, cuz.
See you, bro.
Hey,
I used to lay her up.
Yeah.
I used to lay her up. When I knew I was copping a hiding.
See, that's weird though, because you're 34. You're 10 years younger than us. So I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
you still get belted back then?
Bro, you
I belted went out like not long after.
No, brother, I'll get my mates to ring up right now. They've seen the story. But I used to get belted up until I was 21, bro. Don't worry.
Don't worry, me and you, but I still look at my dad and I'm like, get scared to tell things. What are you gonna tats? I'm petrified.
That's why I knew I was getting belted. I'd get home straight. I'll never forget it, bro. I'd get home. I'll just lay her up with trackies. Lay her up.
Yeah.
Me and my brother.
So you're too smart. We were dumb. I'd rock up shorts and...
Because I knew I was going to cop it off if we had a visit. Oh, if I done something wrong, my mum and my dad will let us know about it.
This
you'll
one.
get a heads
You got
up.
This one.
We get that one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one.
Halal dabrek.
Yeah, halal
And,
dabrek.
You know that, bro, when my mum or dad said that, not my dad,
Instant muggers, petrified for the rest of the night.
100%, bro. Straight to my room, bang, bro, load up, this, that. And
Because I used to hate when my mum used to give me the heads up that my dad wanted me.
That's the worst feeling.
So I would walk in, she'd be like, Bayek Buduyek.
Yeah.
And cuz then, that's muggers for me,
that's
man.
the worst,
Yeah,
bro.
Fucking hell.
terrible. Hey,
Anyway,
very quickly, sorry, I'm going to digress a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever paid my respects with your father passing away. So I just want to.
I appreciate you, Kareem. Thank you, my
Hamel.
brother. Thank you, my bro.
I'm sorry about the passing. And I watched your clip, both of you guys, when it was Father's Day. And correct me if I'm wrong, both of you gentlemen
Yeah.
have lost your fathers.
Yeah.
Massive respect to both
Thank
of
you,
you
bro.
guys.
So
And
Billy was last year
Yeah.
in
Ali al-Hamel.
My dad's 1 year's come. By the time this drops, will be my dad's 1 year.
Ali al-Hamel, mate.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
God bless you.
Thank you, bro.
I'm sure both of your fathers are very proud of the men and
Thank
family
you.
man you are.
Thank you,
honestly.
Kareem.
Thanks, brother.
And I saw this thing this morning, and I wanted to make a note of mentioning it.
Yeah.
There's a podcast called The Pivot. It's these American ex-NFL players. It's
Yeah.
a phenomenal podcast. They don't only do sports. They were interviewing Steve Harvey. You know Steve Harvey?
Yeah. Love him.
And they were talking to him, and he was talking about
What a story he is.
oh, mate, you got to watch this
a
podcast.
story.
If you don't cry, you're not human.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Talks about his father passing away, and he gets so emotional talking about it. And it struck a chord. I was driving because I love listening to podcasts when I drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was driving, got on YouTube down there. Coppers don't get me. But anyway, and then I'm like, and he starts talking about his father, and he said the most profound thing that struck me today. And he goes, when his father died, he realized that was the last person that's ever going to want to see him do better than him. And I was like, fuck. And I thought, and he goes, think about it. He goes, there's only one person in life that ever wants you to be better than you. He goes, and that's your father. Because it's true.
Yeah.
I want my son to be better than me.
Of course.
If you guys both have sons or daughters, whatever the case with children, you
Yep.
want them to be better than you as humans.
Amen, bro.
Bro, I started getting emotional in the car and thinking
100%.
about. I mean, my dad's 82 years old this year, and he had
I'm a
his
Zulu,
whole,
bro.
he had his
Soul Lamro, brother.
yeah, bro. We nearly lost him during COVID. It was fucking dicey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, bro. It was very bad. He's not the same man he was. He's only got a certain percent of his lung capacity that he can
Oh, he
use now.
copped COVID.
Yeah, he had long COVID, so he had
Wow.
after effects. So, and it was scary. It was like scary. Like we thought this was it. So when I hear that and I think about it and it takes me back to my son and I'm like he's so right. Hit the nail on the head. Like it's the last man in your life that wants you to be better than them.
Yeah, 100%.
And yeah, I just thought I wanted to
So-
drop that dime.
No, we,
So true,
we
bro.
appreciate it. Like, I actually
fine.
I pulled up my wife Josie. So after Dad died, and it's still pretty fresh, right? And the world moves on, Kareem. Right, so part of that, eat concrete, harden the fuck up, move on. If we take too long to mourn and take too long of a time out, the world goes past so fast.
100%.
Everyone moves on,
Yep.
right? Mate, we were blessed with the family that was around us, during that time. But once Dad went 6 feet under, maybe in the next week and then the 40 days, once that 40 days is over, bro, it's your work boots go back on,
Yeah.
right? But I said something to my wife, and I told her, please be patient with me, because everyone's moving on and everyone's giving directions and talking like, right, we're back at it again. Let's live life.
Yep.
I go to her, you need to treat me like we're dating now. Because the man that you met 15 years ago was a man that had his father, his mentor, his everything. Now you're dealing with a man that has nothing. I don't have that anymore.
Yep.
So in essence, I'm a new person. And I just explained to her, you need to start getting to know me all over again, because I'll never be the same person again.
Yep.
And I just feel it's so important that, and you know how many women, like, we talk about it in our chat, right? How many women message, they say, thank you so much for what you're doing. You're not just helping men.
Yeah.
You're helping women understand men.
Yes.
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 That's the best.
You're helping a wife know, right, this is what my husband's going through. This is what he's dealing with.
Bridging the gap.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's and we're blessed on what we're doing, and I know our old man will be proud.
100%.
And your words, bro, they mean everything to us, Kareem.
Fuck,
And
Joe, that got me thinking what you just said, bro.
What's that?
We just said, like, you're a different person.
You are. You're not the Billy that you were when your dad was alive, cuz. And you're not the Billy that you were 5 years before your dad had the stroke.
Yeah.
Your dad was bedridden for how many years?
5.
That broke you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, that really, you're right. I don't know.
This is all perception anyway. So this is the way I look at.
It's the bumps and bruises that we don't see.
Yeah,
I never
It's the
thought of
internal stuff, yeah?
yeah,
Like, you can get punched in the head and get a mad black eye, whatever. That'll heal.
yeah.
Back to normal. The internal stuff, if you don't treat it, it will never heal. Believe me, I've been there. You got to find peace with whatever you go through. Death, divorce, loss. It's all some kind of an impactful way that it hurts you. I'm not saying correlating divorce to a death, of course not, right? But in some respects, it almost is. Yeah, there's loss, a definite loss. So it's a form of trauma that
Type
you
of
got.
trauma.
Yeah, you got to fix it. And there's nothing wrong with saying to yourself, "I'm just not right." And if you got to go to therapy, I went to therapy. I didn't last long in it, admittedly, but I definitely
You gave it a go.
I needed to speak to someone that didn't know me.
Yeah.
And I needed to get shit off my chest to someone that doesn't know me with an unbiased view. And I got some really good things out of it. But it got to the point where I thought, okay, I've had enough. I think I'm good now. And I won't shy away from stuff like that. I don't think anyone should. Like, I encourage, everyone wants to talk these days about being like masculine energy and all this stuff. To me, a real man is a man that can speak up and be confident in his own skin. You know what I mean? Like, I can sit here and say, I feel like a man because I can talk about my feelings. I'm not scared.
Absolutely.
Why should we be shying away from talking about how we feel? There's nothing wrong with
100%.
that at all.
100%. And this is the stigma that we want to break,
100%.
And again, we appreciate you, Kareem. Kareem, our time's up. It goes quick,
Yeah, I don't know how long we've been recording for.
Hour and a half.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tom
So-
flies and having fun, bro.
Before we go, what do you want people who are watching this, your family, your friends, your clients, most importantly, your son. What do you want? What do you want them to walk away with from this Karem episode?
Jeez.
Or what do you want them to know about you that they don't know?
Well, I'd like to think that the people closest to me know everything they need to know about me. I'll start with my son because he's my be-all and end-all. And I tell him I love him every single day. Every morning when he wakes up and every night before he goes to sleep. That's a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah.
So, and he knows that. I don't need to put on here on the platform, but he knows that. And my family is, family's family, man. Sometimes they're going to rub you up the wrong way.
Yeah.
And you're going to get the shits with them. But at the end of the day,
Gotta love them.
they're blood.
Yeah.
No matter what, like, they're your family. And at the end of the day, when push comes to shove and your back's up against the wall,
They're there.
they're going to show up.
Yeah.
So, and they know how I feel about them. To an extent, we're not blood family, but those people that are close to me, that will help me on this journey to get through in life, my business partner, Chantal, primarily, like, that's family to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's family. I call her daughter my niece.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's family to me.
Yeah.
So, and I wouldn't be in this position if it's not for that support and that backbone and uplifting me, getting me to where I am, 100%. But I don't want to see like an acceptance speech. I'm not receiving an Oscar. So and I feel like,
There you go.
so here we go. I like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ, first and foremost.
No more pre-coins.
No, in all fairness, look, the biggest thing I want to take away from this is if there's anyone out there, if you're struggling with anything, whether it be male or female, I know we skew towards men because not a lot of men speak, but if you're struggling with anything, any kind of doubt, any kind of hurt or loss, and you feel like you can't talk, and I'm encouraging you, if you want to talk, reach out to me. There's no ego in place. Get it out. There's none of that shit.
Absolutely.
It's good to talk. Reach out to someone. Even if it's a stranger, get it off your chest. Always look for help. I've seen too many. The stats on men's suicide is out of fucking control in this country. It's out of control. And we got to put an end to that for whatever reason it is, whether it's drugs, gambling, alcohol, depression, whatever the case may be. It's time to stop it. We're losing too many good guys to depression, and it's got to end. And that's something that's very close to my heart because I've been there. I got to the brink, and by the grace of God, I was able to pull myself back out and live a good life. And what I mean by good life, I mean the fact that I've got health, I've got family, and I've got work. Thank God. What else do we want from that? So anyone out there, anyone out there, if you're struggling, reach out to the boys. Congratulations on this podcast. I wish you nothing but success.
Thank you, Karem.
Honestly, keep going. There's going to be haters. Trust me, I know I'm on social media.
Yeah.
I fucking probably got more haters than people that like me.
I love it.
But you know what? Without the haters, I'm no one. And I thank them every day.
100%.
It is what it is. You
100%.
fuel my fire, and that's all it is. So
I love it, baby.
keep going and
Do.
don't go backwards.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
brother.
Kareem.
Love you, boys.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having
we
me.
appreciate you.
We'll do it again soon. Another year anniversary.
Absolutely.
God willing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
When the Doggies win the grand final.
Up the dogs.
Up the Dogs.
Still, baby.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Karem Lakiss from Mayfair Real Estate. If you are looking at selling your property, hit Karem up. He's one of the best in the industry. William?
Joseph, I just want to let our listeners know, do not forget to like and subscribe to all our social media platforms, Spotify, YouTube, and our Instagram at the BillyJoe Podcast. Make sure to push that push notification too.
What he said. You're getting so good at
I know, bro.
Love
Natural
it.
cousin. Natural.
All right, guys. I'm Joe.
And I'm Billy.
See you next week.
Have a good one, guys.
It's the BillyJoe Podcast, where the truth gets told. Stories from the heart, yeah, the vibe is bold. Talking real life, breaking through the pain. Every single episode, a change in the game. Billy and Joe, they bring the real talk. From the struggles and the wins to the late night walks. Voices of the people putting truth on blast. No filters, no masks, just facts that last. They shine a little light when the world feels cold. Conversations raw, turning stories to gold. From mental health battles to the dreams we chase.